Rawls, the president of Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce, and I welcome you here this morning. Before we really get into everything, I want to introduce a few folks. First of all, my board members that are here. Our vice chairman of the board, Mr. Jeff Lozama. My immediate past chair, Mr. Wayne Davis. Kevin Smith, who's chair of the YPN and board member. And also I'd like to take the privilege of introducing Ms. Christy Graves, who's a past board member. What I'm going to do, since we are an intimate crowd, I'd actually like for everyone to introduce themselves. This is not an elevator pitch, so you're introducing yourself, tell the name of your company or who you represent, and that is it, not the storyline behind all of that, okay? So Brenton has a mic. It's already on, Brenton. So just pass the mic and pass, yeah, there you go. Our sound man is working on that up there.
She can do it without.
Hi, my name is Sonia Diaz. I'm the director of PR for Barcera Communications.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Marlon Hill. I'm an attorney with Hamilton Miller and Brotherson, and I'm also aspiring to be your next county commissioner for District 9 in Southwest Hamilton.
Good morning, I'm Dr. Tissa McGee, and I'm with MC3 Consulting, Inc., my own evaluation and programming consulting firm.
Good morning, I'm Rita Boone-Fye from the Miami-Dade Black Affairs Advisory Board, and I have a side gig, and I'll talk to you about that later.
Peach.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Benjamin Essien, president of EBS Engineering. Thank you.
Good morning, I'm William Berry. I'm with Able Business Services.
Good morning, my name is Leanna Lowe. I am the Small Business Program Specialist of Jackson Health System.
Good morning, Amber Longhorn, Director of the Small Business Enterprise Program at Jackson Health.
Good morning, Joshua Williams, President of Joshua Sarah Foundation.
I'm Claudia McLean, Director of Operations for Scare Home Services.
Good morning, I'm John Bromers with Naturae Gelato, a natural artisan gelato business.
Good morning, I'm Mariana Piccolini. I'm co-founder from Naturae Gelato.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Carla Riccio, and I'm with the Gabriel Miami Hotel.
Carl Bay, Heritage Outdoor Marine Academy, and soon to be HQ 150 on Second Avenue.
Good morning, I'm Suzanne Boyd, CEO of the party company, thepartyco.com.
Good morning, my name is Jay Lofton. I'm an attorney. I'm general counsel for BOK Financial, and happy to be here.
Good morning, Lake Brown with LCN Group, general contractor.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Monty Brown. I'm with youth to young adults as well as Brown Consultants. Thank you.
Good morning, I'm Christy Graves, president of I Am Chic. Christy has it covered.
Good morning, my name is Adewale Oyediro. I'm with US Salt Advisors.
I think everybody knows me, Eric. Good morning, I'm Catherine Menace with the Menace Group. I'm also going to be the newest coordinator of the apprenticeship program in Broward County. So I want to make sure I get all of your contacts before I leave.
Good morning, my name is Joanne Malord. I'm with Miami Bayside Foundation. We provide small business loans and small business training programs.
Good morning, happy Thursday. Roy Watkins with Hit Rockstar.
Good morning, Jimmy Nickerson with J-Nick Management Group.
Good morning, Johnny Barber, pastor of Mount Sinai Baptist Church, also the director for the Community Development Corporation.
Good morning, Chef Terrence R. Williams, founder, Chefs by Nature.
Private chef service.
Good morning. Latasha Daniels, President, CEO of the Miami Children's Initiative.
Good morning, Cedric Dawkins, President, Freeze Frame Marketing and Media.
Good morning, Amari Floyd. I'm also with Freeze Frame Marketing.
Musadik Muhammad, House of Wings.
Good morning, JPP Enterprise, full service company. So anybody that needs branding, sorry, JPPenterprise.com.
He didn't get the memo.
He came in late.
He didn't get the memo. So anyway, thank you all, and I welcome you all here this morning to our general membership meeting. Also, I'd like to introduce our staff. Obviously, those of you met Beverly. Oh, she came inside. Miss Beverly James. Say hi, Beverly. The one thing I'm excited about this morning is the fact that you actually see 4 people over there. At one point, it was just Beverly and I. And for a long time, it was just Beverly and whomever, the president, past President Bill Diggs, and before that, it was Miss Dorothy Baker. So I'm excited about our team growing. And with that, I want to introduce to some of you, and for Farron to say hello. And Beverly is our VP of Finance and HR, and keep me straight and everybody else straight. That's her role. And just joining us this week, Mr. Brenton Jones, who's our membership engagement manager. And also just joining us this week, Matthew Pygott, Minority and Small Business Enterprise Manager. So just to let you know, our enterprise and small business, we have a micro loan program in which we loan up to $25,000 to small businesses, anywhere from $5,000 to $25,000. But we also partner with other organizations like the Bayside Foundation that loans up to $150,000, as well as Opelika CDC and others that provide loans to small and Black businesses. So our mission is to create opportunities for economic and social transformation in our community. Our vision of the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce is we envision a future where the diaspora of Black businesses thrive. I'm, again, truly excited about having those 4 individuals with me, as well as my board. We are really embarking on a new future with the Chamber. It's somewhat challenging to try to do the things that we do to increase and to grow Black business in our community when there's only 2 people or 2-3 people in the office, and now we have a full team, and I'm excited about where we're going. But also, I want to back up a minute and just say a couple things about a couple people, and they don't know I'm doing this, but I'm doing it since I have the mic. There's a young man that I hadn't seen since he was about 8 years old, and he's been in business since he's been about 8 years old. And Joshua Williams, stand up again. He's now 18 and in school at NYU. And the last time I saw him, he was about like this and had his afro out to here. So really, we have to encourage our young men and women and one another, and that's what the Chamber is about, as we help one another and connect with one another. Some of you, a lot of you have been in business for many years. Ms. Sadiq, we've been knowing each other from the Grove back in the early 90s when he opened up Headliners Barbershop. And as he said, he has a House of Wings in Overtown. We go way back, as I said, when I was wearing out shoes trying to help Black businesses on Grand Avenue. So I've been at this game a little while, I guess I would say. And I just want to say I'm excited the fact that he actually became a member of the Chamber today. So I applaud you, as well as Ms. Rita Boone, who also became a member of the Chamber today. So we are only strong as we come together to build our community, and you all working together to grow one another's businesses. I'm going to try to move this along. just to mention some of the things that we do, we just had our annual symposium and business leaders lunch, in which we had the president of Enterprise Florida, Jamal Sowell, speak. He's also Secretary of Commerce. We usually do that event in March. We were focusing on business and how do we do business in our community with the state as well as others here locally. We have our Little Black Dress and Pearls event. That's through our Women's Business Council. Linda Harris, who is our chairwoman, she apologizes. She had to go to Fort Myers on business today. But that event is in July 20th. We have our golf tournament in September, working on that right now on a location. And the grandfather of our events, or the big event that we have in terms of bringing people together, is our holiday gala, in which we host in September. It's usually the first Saturday in September, but December. Usually the first Saturday in December, but it's moved to the 14th this year. Royal Caribbean is our sponsor. They were our title sponsor last year, but also we have the honor of having Mr. Richard Fain, the CEO of Royal Caribbean, as our honorary chair. Other reoccurring events, we have our new members breakfast, which we will have in June. We try to host that at a Black facility, Black-owned restaurant. So those of you, we're actually talking to Soul Cafe to see if we can have it there up in Miami Gardens this next one. We have our technical assistance workshops monthly. The next one's coming up in June. After work mixers. We do those quarterly, but my question to you as members, this is your chamber. So I want to know, do you think it's important that we have mixers once a month, or is it okay to do it quarterly? That's raise of hands once a month.
Mixers?
So quarterly, raise hands. Or do you care?
Make it happen.
Okay, so anyway, Brenton, who is our membership manager, he'll be working with you to figure that out as we move forward. We have a number of outreach events. We do chamber communications. We have what we call a member-to-member, which we send out weekly. We have a member spotlight in which we spotlight our members, highlight them. And then there are times when I actually go to your place of business and we do Facebook Live and we talk about what you're doing with your business and trying to help you grow your business, introduce you to those folks out there and Facebook land, for lack of a better description. Internal membership platform. I'm reading my notes now. This fall we'll have our new internal membership platform. Actually, we just started a new CRM in which we're working on. And so it will be membership friendly, that you can actually go onto that platform and actually work with it and engage with other members as well, and engage with the chamber itself. You can share opportunities directly with other members, such as jobs, volunteer opportunities, contract opportunities. Post your own events to the platform and have them available to the public on the membership events calendar. Become a member. Visit our table in the lobby. Those of you who aren't members, we're asking that you consider becoming a member. See Brenton Jones about that. We ask that you attend various events. Hashtag. We have a hashtag for today? Miami-Dade Chamber. Instagram at MIA_Dade Chamber. Twitter at MIA_Dade Chamber. Facebook at MIA-Dade Chamber. So capitalize on opportunities. Speak. You have an opportunity to speak on a subject that you may be expert in. So we ask that you lend yourself to those opportunities as well. Obviously engaging with other members. I know I introduced several of you to one another this morning. The one thing I say, if you haven't exchanged a business card, if you haven't engaged with another person in here today, you didn't do what you should. You didn't do the intent of being here today, which is connecting and engaging. And attend events and workshops. a lot of people join chambers, and a lot of times they say they didn't get anything out of it. So my analogy there is, how many of you have joined a gym, went for 1 month and never went back?
Right.
But you expected to, you know, build some muscles and lose some weight, but you can't do it if you don't engage. So it's about being engaged. I'm gonna get out of the way, but before I do, I want my committees to come up and say a couple words, and then a couple of staff are gonna say a couple of things, and then we're gonna introduce our speaker. So I would ask Mr. Jeff Lozama to come up and talk about the International Trade Committee.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I'd like for you guys to give our president, Eric Knowles, a round of applause for the work that he does for the chamber. My name is Jeff. I'm the vice chairman of the Haitian, yes, for Miami-Dade Chamber, and also business owner. I own CMS International Group. We are a company that specializes in glazing, and we do this here in South Florida, and most importantly, we do that throughout the Caribbean. We work on residential and commercial projects throughout the Caribbean. I'm here to talk about our committee, the International Trade Committee. As you guys can see in the booklet that was given to you this morning, our mission is to provide leadership while fostering global trade opportunities, providing trade missions that create access to goods and services while creating business opportunities both home and abroad. What we want to do this year with the International Committee is to really expose our members and to opportunities overseas. The Chamber is actually working along with CEO Sal, Secretary of Commerce of Enterprise Florida, and also with the Haitian American Chamber of Commerce to organize the very first trade mission to Haiti. We would like for you guys we will eventually tell you the exact date. We're working hopefully to organize this during the fall of this year. In light of what happened the other day, OPIC, which is the Overseas Private Investment firm out of the State Department that traveled to Haiti for the first time, we see that federal private investment company lending money to foreign investors into Haiti. And the first time they lend money to investors in the hospitality industry. That just happened on Monday, and that was symbolic. And this is an opportunity that is open to us investors to look into opportunities in the Caribbean. And we hope that you guys will sign up for this. And we are looking also for committee members. If you guys want to join the chamber in that capacity, in joining our trade or international trade committee, please sign up outside at the table. I thank you, and once we get the members, a group of members will start meeting together to plan for this upcoming trade mission. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff. As Jeff said, he also is the past chair of the Haitian American Chamber of Commerce, which was birthed from the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce several years ago. So we wanted to acknowledge the relationship that we do have with the Haitian American Chamber. Next, I would like to bring up our Construction Committee Chairman, Mr. Leighton Brown. And the one thing that I mentioned earlier about connecting and being engaged, one of the ways of being engaged, obviously, is through the committees. It's important that you look at the various committees that are here and think about where you can fit in. Leighton?
Good morning. My name is Leighton Brown. I'm president of LCN Group, and I'm also the head of the construction committee. Our job really is to just connect local businesses with the opportunities that are going on in the construction field. There are projects going up every day, cranes in the sky, and there's tons of opportunities that are out there. So really that's what our goal is, and kind of like Jeff, if there are any new members that want to join the committee, please feel free to sign up outside, and we'll get you involved and continue to create the opportunities.
Thank you, lady. And the one thing about the construction committee, you don't have to be in construction to join that committee, because you may have a business, a catering business, or some type of business that may provide a service to the construction business. Next, I'd like to bring up our chair of the YPN, Mr. Kevin Smith.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for coming here today. Morning. I am Kevin Smith, President, Chairman of the Young Professionals Network. The Young Professionals Network, our main goal is to connect young professionals here in South Florida to their end goal and their end career goal. Professionally, personally, all of those goals that you have in mind that you want to achieve, our goal is to help you achieve those. And we're also here to connect you with professionals, veteran professionals in the career field that you're in. Whether that's marketing, construction, aviation, we have tons of members who are already pursuing those goals, and we're making those connections. So as the president was specifying, the connection that you make is going to help drive your goals, help you achieve those goals. So please make sure that you connect with everyone in this room if you have the opportunity to. If anyone has questions on the things that we're doing, please connect with me after the meeting. I will provide you my personal cell number, and we can make sure that we answer all of your questions. Just to give you a slight insight of what young professionals are tackling moving forward, we have an upcoming home ownership workshop that we're in the works that we're preparing. We also have a trade mission that we're connecting with the International Trade Committee that we're working on, trying to get international trade done within Africa and in Asia. So those are some of the things that the Young Professional Committee is trying to get accomplished right now. So for any more information that you need in regards to the young professionals, please let me know. Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin. As I mentioned, our Women's Business Council chairwoman, she could not be here. She's had to go over to Fort Myers. But our Women's Business Council, I can't say enough about Linda and her commitment and dedication to that particular committee and the things that she does. As I said, she has the Little Black Dress and Pearls event coming in July, in which she brings international speakers to that event. She has a Women Wealth and Management program that she does, so she continues to grow that. I want to bring up our membership chair at this time, Mr. Wayne Davis.
Morning, everyone.
Morning.
First of all, I want to really thank each and every one of you for taking out your time to come here to be engaged and be involved with our general membership event. I do want to say it's very important that you all stay engaged, and one of the main things that the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce provide is opportunities. We provide a world of opportunities. Our mission is really to meet the needs of the businesses here in Miami-Dade County as well as Broward and Palm Beach County. So whatever your needs may be, our primary purpose is to do all that we can to meet your needs. I'm just glad to be able to share with you. These are just a few of our providers that we do business with. So there's various companies and organizations that we're able to connect your business with. But the most important thing that you must be able to understand, you have to keep yourself engaged. Mm-hmm. That's the only way you're going to be able to benefit from being a member of the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce, is to stay engaged. And I just want to share this with you. Back maybe 15 years ago, when I became a member of the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce, one thing that past President Bill Diggs shared with me, he said, Wayne, if you want the opportunities, you have to stay engaged. And because I followed that lesson to stay engaged, I have been able to build my business through opportunities that have been provided for the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce. I have a trucking company, one of the largest trucking companies here in Miami-Dade County. And a lot of the opportunities that my company has been able to be a part of, it was because of the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce. So I'm saying this to you today, keep yourself engaged. There's a lot of opportunities, finance opportunity. As you can see, we provide micro loans. We provide all kind of opportunities, but we only can provide them to you if you are engaged with the Chamber. So thank you for coming out, and I'm looking forward to continue to see you all. Thank you.
Wayne is my immediate past chair, and I just got to thank him publicly for all the work he continues to do and the support he gives the Chamber. Before we move on, I want to give Matthew and Brenton just 1 minute each, or 30 seconds each, to do their 30-second pitch. We'll start with Matthew Pigan.
Hey, Matthew.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome again to the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce. I want to thank you again for coming out. As everyone said before, being engaged is one of the most important things to move this chamber forward. What I have the opportunity to do here as a small and minority business enterprise manager is to give small businesses access to capital. The chamber provides up to $250,000 in small loans to businesses. So if you have any businesses that you know that need more inventory, need to cover payroll, need to expand operations, please have them reach out to me. The information is right here on this flyer. No credit check. As long as you have been in the Miami-Dade County for 1 year, for $5,000 to $10,000, you have that, and for $10,000 all the way up to $25,000, you need to have a Miami-Dade business tax receipt within the Miami-Dade County business tax receipt. So if you want those loans, that information, please reach out to our office and please spread the word. People need to know. We have about $50,000 that we want to make sure we award within the next 3 months. So if you know anyone, please tell them to reach out. Thank you.
Thank you, Matthew. And why I said $50,000 in the next 3 months, we've already expended $200,000 within this fiscal year, so we have $50,000 left on the books that we have to get out. Brandon.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Didn't know I was going to be doing this today. We're going to talk about this.
Always ready.
But I am Brenton. I've met several of you today and previously. The Membership Engagement Manager. We just changed the title yesterday. And you've heard that word engagement a lot. Now, I don't have 30 seconds. I have 30 minutes I could do. It's Comedy Central. But 30 seconds, I don't have that kind of, so I am a New Yorker, so we know how to talk. So I will do this, though. We're all business people in here, and I heard everybody's business. And I'm very, very impressed with what everybody's doing. Everybody have one of these?
Yes.
Pull it out. I want to see it. You have it out. You have it out. All right, go into your contacts. This is what we're going to do. We're going to engage right now. I want you to pull up your contact and give you my cell phone number. Yes. You ready? All right, 305-304-9400. I'm gonna reach out to everybody. I want you to text me, and I'm gonna spell my name. It's very difficult. Don't blame me, blame my mother. It's Brenton. Yes, ma'am. 305-304-9400. Sounds like a business. Brenton is spelled Brenton. There's 2 T's. It's very important. Text me, call me. I want to come out, visit you. 305-304-9400. You said spell it? That's Jones. Common spelling, Jones. Not how they spell it in Coral Gables where I live. Jones or something. 2, yes, but not together. BRENTTON. So what I want to do is come out and find out what your needs are, and as Eric mentioned, if you've heard the word engagement a lot, and make sure that we meet those, but we need to know what they are. So I'm going to come out and visit you. You're going to get tired of me, and I'm going to say, look, what do you need? And we're gonna provide those resources. Thank you, I keep getting text now. And, but you can lead a horse to water. You've heard that a lot, right? And you know the rest. We're gonna do our part. So thank you so much. I'm sorry I went over. I told you I can talk. But make sure you reach out. I see several of you have, so thank you.
There you go. And I was sent a text announcement. License plate DVD W51 Honda Odyssey left their window open. If you have a Honda Odyssey. So we're going to move this program along. I'm going to, our title sponsor, Jackson Health System, let's give them a round of applause. And our other sponsors, Dade Institute of Technology, DRT Behavioral Services, Dr. Delvina, CMS International, we've heard from Jeff, and of course, Bank of America, as you see there. But our title sponsor, I can't say enough about our title sponsor, Jackson Health System, and the support that they continue to provide to the Chamber, but more so Ms. Amber Lohorn, who has been a champion of the Chamber, of Chamber businesses. And you talk about opportunities that Mr. Wayne Davis spoke about. I believe Amber's portfolio is roughly, I don't know, about $1 billion. Something like 2 billion, something like that. Just a couple of dollars that she has that you can go and access if you have the right vehicle to access it. $2 billion. And also Jackson Hospital, they are kind of wrapping up the bond program, right? Well, you'll talk about that. I'll let Amber talk about that. I don't want to put something in her or say something that's not right. So without further ado, Miss Amber Lohorn, my good friend. Let's give her a round of applause.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
As always, it's a pleasure to be at a Miami-Dade Chamber event. Jackson is a corporate sponsor of the Chamber, and we are very happy to engage with the Chamber membership. The Chamber has been instrumental in assisting us with our capital program. As Eric mentioned, we have $2 billion in construction opportunities. Thank you. I'm a little shorty. All these tall people keep coming to speak. But we have $2 billion in construction opportunities. We are actively in the midst of that. We've been at this about 3 years. We've done everything we can to tell everyone about these opportunities, and we'll continue to do so until they end. We expect those to wrap up into next year. If you've been off of the 826, you've seen a whole campus rising there. We have a campus with 3 buildings, a medical office building, a hospital, a brand new parking garage out in Doral. On our main campus, we're actually erecting a new rehabilitation hospital right next to our existing facility. So we have a lot going on in terms of construction. What we've been able to do through our strategic partnerships with community organizations, we developed a mentor protege program where we brought in Miami-Dade County small businesses as partners to some of these huge construction companies that are doing work for us. They are getting on the ground in office experience at the same time, so that once these big companies are long gone, they can come back and start working as primes on our projects. So we're very proud of the work that we've done through our capital program. But without further ado, I'd like to go ahead and introduce our speaker for today. For decades, Jessica Garrett Mockins has excelled as a brand influencer, thought leader, social curator, and business owner confidant, launching top brands through experiential marketing across the United States. She is the founder of Hip Rock Star, a trailblazing, award-winning advertising, marketing, and communications agency that focuses exclusively to build today's socially conscious brands. Under her business acumen, Hip Rock Star has been nominated as a 2019 Small Business of the Year by our very own Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce, received the 2017 Key to Miami from Miami-Dade County Mayor Carlos Jimenez and the Beacon Council, 2017 Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Business, 2018 and 2017 Marketing Firm of the Year from the Black-Owned Media Alliance, and the 23rd Annual Communicator Award for Integrated Campaign Distinction from the Academy of Interactive and Visual Arts. Jessica Mockin's community activism has led to her being appointed to the U.S. Census 2020 Task Force for the Miami-Dade Board of Commissioners and the Economic Growth Task Force for the town of Cutler Bay, Florida. Her keen eye as a social architect has led to penning articles for the Greater Miami Convention and Visitors Bureau on top spots to visit in her first love and hometown right here in Miami, Florida. She was hired as the executive director of ColorCom Miami, which is an international organization for diverse women in communications. She has also been listed as Legacy Miami magazine's most influential and prominent Black woman in business and industry in 2018. In 2017, she was celebrated as a Woman of Substance honoree by the Miami-Dade County Black Advisory Board. She was She was acknowledged as the Legacy Miami Magazine Power PR Professional 2016 awardee. She's been awarded as the South Florida Black Journalists Association 2016 Outstanding Woman in Media, and in 2015, she was placed on Legacy Miami Magazine's 50 Most Powerful and Influential Black Professionals in Business and Industry list. So I'm sure that hearing this outstanding legacy of hard work and marketing and PR leads you to understand how important and valuable the information that she will be bringing you today about brand development. And as a fun fact, she's also an accomplished author. She's written 31 Days of Prayer for Baby, a bedside book labeled as the perfect guide to prayer for your little one. She's also written 31 Days of Prayer for Women, a guide to help women lay a solid foundation for the future. And she's also co-written Images of America, Miami's Richmond Heights, which she co-authored with Patricia Harper Garrett. She also released a documentary based on that book called The Richmond Heights 49ers. With all of that, please welcome to the stage, Jessica Garrett Mockins.
How's everybody doing?
Wonderful.
Good. I didn't know she was going to read all of that. Like maybe one or two things, you know. She said, no, you gave it all to me. I'm going to read it all. So let me begin at the beginning. Hey, good morning. I want to test out and see how Black we are. If that's okay? Ask you a couple of questions. I'm going to start off and read some things. I want you to finish my statement. I want to see if I will be revoking anyone's Black card this morning. Okay, let's start with this one. It's real easy. Black don't
crack.
Ooh, yay. Okay, and we just celebrated Mother's Day, so you might remember your mother saying this or hearing this on TV. Stop all that crying before I... Yes, before I give you something to cry about. Yes, okay. What about this one? That's the pot calling the kettle black. Thank you.
Know that one.
God is good all the time and...
All the time, God is good.
Okay, we are awake. I love it. Last one. Once you go Black, you don't
go back.
Good morning. Thank you. I am Jessica Garrett Mockins. I'm the president of Hip Rockstar, and we are your gateway to Black culture.
Okay.
And we're gonna have, how am I gonna tell you when to flip the slide? Huh? Do like this? All right, okay. We're headquartered in, morning, Mr. West. Thank you for joining us. We are headquartered in Miami, Florida. We have been in business since the early 90s, went through a couple of name changes. But in 2018, our reach was over $400,000 in advertisement dollars. We reached over 1.4 million radio listeners in advertisement, over 100,000 online ad impressions, and 200 broadcast TV commercials were placed. We are certified as a DBE firm with Miami-Dade County and Florida Unified Certification Program. SBE certified with Miami-Dade County Public Schools, Broward County Public Schools. MWBE certified with Miami-Dade County Public Schools and Broward County Public Schools. Some of our clients are the NFL Super Bowl LIV Miami Host Committee, National Basketball Retired Players Association, One Night, Morning Family Foundation, City of Homestead, City of North Miami. And what we try to do with these clients, if need be, we educate them on the Black community as being a gateway to allow them to understand what our traditions are and the type of relationships that we appreciate when dealing with brands. Some of the things that we educate them on is that there are more than 47 million African Americans across the United States. Of that, we serve as 14% here. We make up 14%. But did you know that over half of African Americans in the United States are 35 or under? That means that everything that they have grown up understanding is strictly digital. That is something that as gatekeepers to your brands, as business owners, you have to keep in mind when trying to evolve your brand and build it, that 54% of African Americans are 34 and younger. African American household device ownership, we are the top of every category over every other ethnic group throughout the United States. We have more smartphones in our homes. We have more tablets in our homes, gaming consoles. We top the number for every category across the board. And African Americans, as it relates to multi-platform media consumers, we spend more than 50 hours a week watching TV, more than any other ethnic group. We spend more than 19 hours on our smartphone apps and internet, again, more than any other ethnic group. That is 3 times more than the total population. And we also spend over 13 hours weekly on the radio, listening to the radio. Now, this all leads to our buying power. What does that mean? African Americans outpace the total population in spending and will in 2022. In 2017, African Americans spent $1.3 trillion. And in 2022, we are on target to reach $1.54 trillion in spending. And as it relates to Florida, African Americans are number 4 ranked by state with the total dollars spent every year, with $90 billion. So the type of services that we offer our companies, brands, or services is very vast. But today I am only going to talk about brand development. Next slide. We're only going to talk about brand development. You can move on. An easy way to understand branding is in this illustration. So you have a business owner. That business owner is speaking to a potential customer, and he simply tells her that he has a great brand. That's marketing. He then goes on and says, I have a great brand, I have a great brand, I have a great brand. That's advertisement. But the coup de grace is when that customer looks at that business owner and they say, I understand you have a great brand. That's the pinnacle of what you want for your business. That's what you want your brand, that's what you want your service to display. Is Brenton still here? Okay, well, Farron, pass him a message and tell him that when he gave us his phone number and he says that that sounds like a business number, let him know that he is a business. He is a walking brand, and you have to understand that, or you're going to fail. You're going to fail at this. People want a connection. They don't want a logo. They do not want a slogan. They don't want a television commercial. What they want is human interaction between you and your potential customer. Once you get that, I'm jumping ahead of myself because I remember Brenton, and I wanted so bad to tell him that when he said it. Okay, the American Marketing Association defines a brand as a name, term, design, symbol, or other feature that distinguishes an organization or product from its rival. But we describe a brand as an essence. It is an action, almost as if you are a human and it is your first impression that you have with that brand. It is the breath and spirit of the brand, the service, the product. It is how it makes you feel. It is the interaction that you have with it, is what it makes you think about. That is branding, and it is more than your brand logo. And it is in every time you interact with that brand. It's called the touch point. So let's talk about touch points. How a customer interacts with your brand is a touch point. It is the contact that is made when your brand interfaces with a potential customer. I'm going to give you a few examples of ways that your brand interacts with potential customers or customers. Humanity. I've been doing a lot of talking about that because I'm really big on interaction between a brand and a potential customer and or customer. So humanity is when you have your sales associates interact and interface with customers and potential customers. It is when they are answering the calls in the call center. It is your customer service reps. It is your business development manager. It is the word of mouth. It is any messaging that is human oriented. That is your humanity touch point. The next touch point is promotions. So that would be brand interactions in a store. It is point of sale merchandising in retail stores. It is signature events, it's special events, it's sponsorships, it's direct marketing, it's mail to your home, it's emails that you will receive, it's mobile text messaging. The next one, we all know about this, is advertising. It's out-of-home advertising. So it is advertisement that's on billboards that you see on the street, bus benches, bus shelters, it's on radio, it's television, it is in the newspapers or magazines, it's on transit, it's through transit. So it could be on the Metro bus, Metro rail, Metro mover. It can be anywhere online. Which takes us to our next one, online. It's word of mouth. We mentioned that again, but word of mouth online would be on social media. It's through emails. It's through your brand actually having a face on social media. It's through websites, push alerts, geo-targeting ads. And the essence of what I want to do today is I want to give you 3 reasons why, to back up why I'm so passionate about humanity as it relates to a touch point. This is the one that we'll be able to delve into this morning. So why you should choose the touch point humanity to win in brand development. Number 1, because it develops a deeper engagement with the consumer. Let's look at Whole Foods. In 1980, Whole Foods began in Texas. It started with 1 store. Now there are close to 500 different stores across the U.S. and the United Kingdom. In 2017, December the 30th, an unsolicited testimonial occurred from an actress named Tabitha Brown. And her story on social media went viral. Can you press play, please?
I'm out here trying to work out and stuff, and then, oh Lord, we got a piece of lettuce on there. Oh Lord, not on my new outfit, new workout clothes my husband got me. Don't matter, that's how good it is. Now I know they be having some vegan options, but oh, I didn't know that in their deli, oh my God, they got a TTLA, and that's a tempeh bacon, tomato, lettuce, and avocado salad. I've already ate one half of it, but good God almighty, oh my God. Yo, I tell you, I told myself, I said I'm gonna eat half now and half later. Honey, I gotta take another bite just so y'all can see. Okay, just so y'all can see, because I'm in the car. And I said, let me just eat a little bite of it. Honey, I ate that whole half. I said, well, I'll say the other half for later. But honey, listen. Y'all, Lord have mercy. I know I can't sing, but this is the baby sing, Whole Foods. When I think of the goodness, Jesus, and all he's done for me. Honey, Whole Foods, my soul cries out. Hallelujah. I thank God y'all made this tempeh bacon. Whoever thought of this? Right now, we all together want to pray for you, honey, because what you've done in this sandwich, y'all done set souls on fire. I feel like I've been anchored in the Lord. This right here, it's got garlic aioli, vegan garlic aioli. It's got some red onions on it. These mixed greens. Oh, and I added a little pickle, because y'all know I love a little pickle. Good God, this thing good. Honey, I got food. I don't know if this other half gonna make it. I'm sorry to talk with my mouth full. Honey, this good, okay? If you got a Whole Foods by you, go to their deli. Ask for this TTLA. Add a pickle. And watch your life change. Honey, I'm looking around and stuff look different. That's how good it is. My life is changing right before my eyes. Good God, this thing is good. And eat it today or tomorrow, because y'all know we're about to go on this 10-day challenge and folk gonna be eating raw and stuff. We can't eat this because of the bread. So, in the tempeh, we can't eat that. Am I saying tempeh right? It don't matter. It's good. Go get y'all some, okay? And I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Lord have mercy.
Well, lo and behold, Tabitha Brown put that video on Facebook, and 6 days later, Whole Foods reposted it. They said that it was engaging, it was authentic, and they added the hashtag goals, because they knew that at the end of the day, that is what you want. When your brand has an opportunity to engage with the customer to the point where they have decided upon themselves to become your brand evangelist, that's exactly what you want. So this is what happened next. And I'm gonna need you to press play, please.
Yeah. Y'all done set souls on fire. Good God, this thing good. I'm looking around and stuff look different. That's how good it is. My life is changing right before my eyes.
So what happened after that viral campaign? Guess who got a job? She's endorsing all of Whole Foods vegan products. After that hashtag TTLA challenge went viral. So I don't want to move on from Tabitha, but we got to keep going. So why should you choose the Touchpoint Humanity to win in brand development? The reason number 2 is brand engagement will further your brand to create brand evangelists. You all heard of Groupon. It launched in 2008. It is a platform that combines group tickets or group sales for a product and attaches a coupon onto it so that you get a deep discount. And so it's group buying. In 2017, there is this little movie that came out called Girls Trip. Had an award-winning cast, Jada Pinkett Smith, Regina Hall, Queen Latifah, and Tiffany Haddish. Well, while they were on their promotional tour, Tiffany Haddish went on Jimmy Kimmel, and this happened. Press play, please.
Tiffany, what is going on here? Why is there so many people? And I said, Jada, they probably all got Groupons. And she said, Tiffany, what is a Groupon?
Oh, wow. She didn't know, yeah.
And I said, Jada, what do you think a Groupon is? She said, I thought it meant you had a boat that you could take a group of people on.
Oh, God.
I was like, Jada, I got a $20 a day rental car. Why would I have my own boat? I got a discount ticket to get on the swamp. We about to have $66 worth of fun, girl.
So did she go?
So she was complaining at first, like, I don't want to get on it. I don't want to do this. This is going to be crazy. They're going to be acting crazy. I said, Jada, you with me. I'm from South Central Los Angeles. Ain't nobody finna mess with us. We about to get on this swamp. We about to have a good time. And we going to see the alligators today. She was like, okay. And Will was like, yeah, why would you invite me on the swamp tour if I can't go on the swamp tour? Like, so we go on until we go, right? We go to the boat, and the boat is full of people. And as we walk on, I walk on first, and everybody start clapping and cheering. And I'm like, thank you. Ah, yes, I brought them. And it's like, no, not you. Will, Jada. And they were all like cheering and stuff. And then Will sits down, and this really drunk guy comes up and goes, hey, Will, what part of Philadelphia are you from? And he goes, West Philadelphia. He goes, yeah, born and raised, right? Playground. Will's like, yeah. He's like, can I get a picture? And then the girl jumps up and says, can she get a picture? And somebody else says, can they get a picture? And then Will stands up and goes, look, everybody. This isn't the Will Smith tour. This is the Cajun Swamp tour. So let's just have a good time, see what we can see, learn what we can learn. And at the end of the tour, maybe we all take some pictures with you guys if we're in the mood. Is that all right with you guys? And everybody's like, yeah. I was like, this is messed up. He didn't even say nothing funny. They just cheering for him because he got money. We're here on the Groupon.
Next slide, please. So that interview with Jimmy Kimmel made the rounds at Groupon, needless to say. It landed Tiffany Haddish with her own deal with Groupon. Here we go, another brand evangelist. So now, not only does Tiffany do commercials and social media graphics for Groupon, but she has her own Tiffany's Inspired Deals page. If you ever go to Groupon, you'll be able to see the things that she would recommend because those are the things that she would enjoy doing. Next slide. And then our final touch point our final recommendation as to why humanity is very important for you to consider when trying to build your brand is a Nielsen study shows that consumers want a more personal connection in the way that they gather information. Our brains are far more engaged by storytelling than cold, hard facts, which leads us to our last case study. Coca-Cola. They had a campaign back in 2009 called Open Happiness. I see you, you're like, I know that. Yes, so their tagline was enjoy life's simple pleasures. They played it on television. They had an out-of-home element to it, which we talked about earlier, as well as print. And this happened with that campaign. Press play, please. Next slide, please. Some takeaways I would like for you all to remember. Humanity always wins. Every brand has a story. Storytelling leads to deeper engagement. Brand engagement leads to brand evangelism, and a story sticks. Next slide. Thank you all so much. You can follow me on all social media platforms at Jessica Modkins, or you can link directly to my website, jessicamodkins.com, and become social with me there. Oh, I have one more black card revoke question. You ready?
Ready. Finish
this. The roof is on fire. That was good, thank you. Before I leave the stage, I have some committee members here in the audience. Did they? Oh yes, I have a few. Somebody else did leave. We have 3 different points that we have to convey before the end of my term as the chairwoman. Maybe I didn't bring my notes up. But the first one was to assist the Miami-Dade Chamber with engaging its members. By doing that, we're doing it here today, right? We're helping you to understand ways to build your brand. The second way that we're helping the Chamber is we have compiled a white paper that every one of our members has put a point that they would like for you to remember in that white paper that will be Marketing 101, and 2 of those people are here with us right now. I would like for them to stand up and introduce themselves to you, please. Yes, ma'am.
Hello, I'm Suzanne McDowell, President and CEO of Circle One Marketing, and I was
Suzanne, yes, she did, advertising. And then?
Again, good morning. I'm Jimmy Nickerson, and I, again, was honored to participate in my expertise.
Yes, thank you, Jimmy. Give Jimmy a round of applause. So thank you so much for allowing me to give you some food for thought to grow your brand. I said that a while ago that all of the information that I have, I'm not taking it with me when I die. I want to give it away. I want to help businesses to grow and to help curate business owners to a point where you're able to do it just as easily as I am without thinking. Thank you.